Let me bring that up again, okay? So hang on, I'm going to go on a little journey here, but then put your hand up again and I'll go back to you. I started observing this when I was working with an organization called the Independent Women's Forum. And they went out, this is probably about 10 years ago now, they went out and they surveyed women of college age. And they asked them, how's your social life? They were sort of interested in women's issues. And what they got back was this resounding sort of unhappy to ambivalence, which really surprised them. So they went back and said, well, what's going on? What does your social life look like? And what they found was, and I'll mind you, things have changed a bit since then, but this will sound very familiar to you. They saw women of college age that when they reported back on what their social life looked like, they said, well, we have only 3 options now in college. We can hook up, we can have a random hookup, right? You guys know what that is. Random event, barely know the person, no expectation of further contact, walk of shame, blah, blah, blah. The one thing that caught my eye about it was, though, always intoxicated. Always intoxicated. Interesting. But it's the organizing principle of our social life. Hookup. Second was get joined at the hip, like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship that's rapidly developing. Before we even really know if we should be together, boom, you're together. Pow, you're boyfriend-girlfriend. And third was friends with benefits. Nice. So friends with benefits, of course, we love each other. It's great. We live across the hall. We have sex once in a while. No big deal. And friends with benefits looks good on paper. And I said that when I was at the University of Maryland. I said that, and some kid yelled out, "Yeah, so does communism. Looks good on paper too." And I thought, that's right. That's exactly right, because we are human beings and we get attached, and this fallacy that we can have sex and not get attached, or somebody not get attached, is ridiculous. Eventually, somebody gets hurt. Somebody wants to have more. It just doesn't work over time. Or it's 2 sex addicts acting out, and then that goes other places. It just does. But my interest was, if hooking up was such an important part of the sort of organizing piece of college life, why intoxicate it? Why can't you do that? If it's so great, why not just go do it? Why does it have to be intoxicated? So I started asking groups like you that question, and I will ask this group that. Are there any men out there who want to tell me why you have to be loaded to hook up with somebody? Tell me why you drink a lot of beer and then try to hook up with someone. Come on, some courageous man, I know you.
Confidence.
Okay, go ahead, who's got it here? What?
I want to drink with my buddies, and then after I have my urges.
But with the
That's
guys?
not me. That's not me. I'm just saying, like, as a man.
The urges are with the guys or with somebody else? But think about it. Why can't you just do that randomly? Why do you have to be out drinking? Why? Think about it.
I'm bringing you back. We had the same conversation sophomore year, and I said liquid confidence.
Okay, liquid confidence. Okay, well there we are. I think I probably told you that sounds right. That sounds about right. Liquid confidence. Does that sound familiar, gentlemen? So liquid confidence. What are you really describing when you say that? Well, I would say what you're actually describing is that you're confident because the alcohol mitigates your anxiety. That you can't be confident if you're nervous and you're anxious. And it's a tall order. You gotta find somebody, you gotta go up to somebody you don't know and hook up with them, and what the hell? It's very intense. I mean, it's a tall order. But it's something you really, really, really would like to do. Yeah, okay. It's a high priority, but a tall order. Yeah? Put that mic up here. Yeah, okay, good. High priority, tall order, but nerve-wracking, anxiety-producing, tough. It makes you want to. Yeah, it makes me want to drink just thinking about doing it. What's that? Okay. So women, why do you guys get loaded to do this thing? That's such a cool thing.
Lower expectations.
Beer goggles, she's talking about. Yes, I will tell you, ladies, both men and women wear beer goggles. That is true. So that's part of it. All right, that goes on both sides. How about women? What else, ladies? Anything else that you drink? Raise your hand, get a microphone. Anybody want to put it? Confidence. Confidence. What are you saying? Yours is beer goggles. Okay, good. Congratulations. Is there another woman out there with a microphone? Yell right into it. I see hands up.
Right here.
Well, you're a male, I think, aren't you?
Oh, well, I was going to ask a different question.
No. I want to ask a woman. Why?
I want to talk about sperm. I don't know about beer goggles or anything like that.
Hold
My
that
question's
thought.
about sperm.
That's good. Hold that thought. Voice of God. Very interesting. Make sure she hangs on to that microphone. We don't want to lose her.
Tight.
Wait, no, I don't. Yeah, not yet. Let me finish my conversation first. My point. I want to make my point first. Anybody want to yell something out? Why, ladies? Why drink? Insecurities. Insecurities. What? Okay, here comes the mic. I can't quite hear you, so yeah, go ahead.
Because when you're drunk, you're careless and you don't really care that you're doing it at that point.
Okay, just keep that microphone. Now that I think you said something rather profound. Why would you want to do something that you can only do if you don't care about doing? You know what I'm saying? Why do you not want to care about it? It's the organizing thing of college life. Why not? You want to go do it. It's great. But you have to make sure you don't care about it. What does that mean exactly? What might happen if you care? What might happen if you care? I mean,
If you care, then you might get hurt. You might get attached.
Oh!
You might get feelings.
Hold on. Oh! Feed the F word. The F word comes up here. Hold on a second. Very different. Didn't we have the same conversation 2 years ago? Yes, same exact thing. So, very different than what this young man was saying, right? He was saying, I ain't gonna have no feelings, except my own anxiety about getting this shit done. You're saying, if I don't medicate, I might actually care about this person. That happens in every single room in every single college I go to. Thank you for having the courage to say that. And that to me, every time I hear it, breaks my heart. That what is genuinely spontaneous about you as a woman has to be medicated away with alcohol. And that you have to go do something that is such a tall order that you kind of feel shitty about yourself, really. That's what you're doing. And this whole setup is off. It's just wrong. And so, could you give her the mic back again? What would the guy need to do to create a circumstance where you wouldn't need to get loaded? What would men, I'm cleaning the slate. We're going to create a new paradigm. Yours. What does it look like? What do men need to do?
Take me out.
Take you out? What the hell? Are you kidding? Where do I get the money for that? You might get the wrong idea. And what would we do when I take you out?
Get to know me, have a conversation.
Conversation? What does that have to do with sex? Have a conversation? Okay, so thank you for, again, you're right on the money. It turns out, when you look at functional MRI scans of men and women, one of the areas we differ on is in our arousal and drive as it pertains to sexuality. Women have actually more arousal than men. They can see, but hold on. Hold on. Arousal and drive, appetitive drive, I think we all know what I mean when I say that, and arousal are disconnected in women. Women can have arousal and no drive. Men can't do that. If they have arousal, there is automatically appetitive desire attached to that. It's why when you dress a certain way and your boyfriend goes, don't you know what that does to me? And you're like, no, it feels good, I do it for myself. He's like, yeah, it doesn't mean I want to have sex. Well, to the men, that's what it means because they always go together. That's a brain mechanism. It's not a socialized thing, that's a brain phenomenon. It's been well documented. So the question then becomes, how do you activate appetitive desire in a woman? Well, turns out, the way the fMRI show it activates, intimate conversation. Intimate conversation. Gentlemen, take notes. So the way to optimize desire in a woman is exactly what this young lady describes. Take them out, be face-to-face, listen or pretend to listen, have a conversation, get good at listening or something of approximating listening. And guess what? If you're able to do that effectively,
Friend zone.
Well, that's what the guys are afraid of. That's what guys are afraid of. But friend zone, I'm not saying go wax her car. That'll put you in the friend zone. I'm saying go have a face-to-face conversation wherever you are. And try it on this. I'm telling you, the fear is that the fear the guys have is that you'll get the wrong idea, it'll be too intense, I don't really want a relationship. It's something that has to be renegotiated. I don't know what it is. I don't know exactly what it looks like. And by the way, there's a name for this thing you're asking for. I believe it's called dating. I think that's the old term for it. But having a date, and imagine if he called you again and had another meal another time. Oh my God, holy shit. You're crazy. 2 meals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, so I'm just, and I'm advocating it also because A, we're back to your binge drinking thing. That does not require binge drinking, does it? In fact, that's quiet. In fact, drinking would sort of mess that up. And I'm here to tell you that this piece, that the more, back to your question about the world I work in, Interpersonal neurobiology is the new frontier.